Hey guys, welcome to my ADHD brain, my YouTube channel. So this is my first episode and I'm happy and grateful to welcome each and every one of you na nanonood sa mga bahay nyo ngayon kung nasan man kayo, office, wherever. So I'm your host, I'm Aris, and I will be talking about ADHD and my ADHD experience. So exactly a year ago, I've learned about my ADHD through my diagnosis. So since then, sobrang dami na nangyari sa buhay ko. Like, I've been medicated. I've been through several sessions of therapy, group therapy and individual therapy as well. I've also been doing coaching because of that, getting in touch with the community. And now, this is a major breakthrough for me. And of course, alam niyo yun, it's scary. Unang-una, showing my face to the public and revealing to the world that I have ADHD. Nax. But, you know, since nandito tayo sa Pilipinas, part of the scare rather, would be, you know, the stigma and the backlash of exposing yourself that you have a mental disability. So I hope in this channel, no, wherein I promote authenticity, being true to yourself, and really being having that journey of self-discovery, I hope that you join me as I share with you my stories, my triumphs, my failures, my struggles, my learnings, and yun. Siguro isa rin sa mga reason why I created this channel is having the lack of resources here in the Philippines. Aside from, alam mo yun, we are at our infancy in terms of not just ADHD but of course mental health. For the past year, I've learned a lot. I've talked to a lot of people. I've been part of great communities, no? And there's so much to learn. There's so much to share, and I think creating this channel for everyone, not just for me, also documenting, journaling myself, but also yun nga, sharing a space where I can communicate and get in touch with the same people going through the same experiences. So I hope that we will be able to create a community, a safe space for us. So sa mga fellow wanderers, no, mga kasi nagwa-wander yung mga utak natin. So yeah, kamusta kayo, and I hope that you will be subscribing to this channel. Just if you have any questions or comments or topics that you would like to talk about, just drop them down below. Okay? Okay, so just a bit of disclaimer, no? Parang this episode or this channel is not promoting self-diagnosis. So if you have any questions or concerns about your illnesses, your disorders, or if you have just any questions and you would like to seek help about it, go to professional help, no? Like psychiatrists and psychologists. Don't self-medicate and don't self-diagnose kasi medyo mahirap yun. Also, people with ADHD would have different manifestations or presentations we will be talking about later on. So whatever I will be talking to about this channel would be different from maybe what you are experiencing, because we are different people, we are different personalities. So iba-iba rin yung manifestations, iba-iba rin yung types and characteristics ng pwedeng maka-apekto sa'yo at maka-apekto sa akin. Okay, ano nga ba ang ADHD? So ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. So it's a neurodevelopmental psychosocial disorder, big words, na nakaka-apekto hindi lang sa mga bata, pati na rin sa matatanda. No? So there are 3 types of manifestations or types or subtypes na ADHD. There's the inattentive type, there's the hyperactive type, and there's the combination type, which is both inattentive and hyperactive type. Now, tulad nga na sinabi ko, iba-iba yung presentations ng ADHD sa bawat tao. Say for instance, ako, since I have a late diagnosis just like a year ago, initially I was diagnosed with the inattentive type, although for a fact I know na I'm also the hyperactive type, so it's more a combination type for me. Although sabi nila, pag matanda ka na, ang sinasabi nila is the hyperactivity is internalized. So makikita mo na lang sa utak or sa isip rather, di ba? So yun yung mga ibig sabihin ng presentations ng ADHD. Now, ang nakaka-apekto dito kasi syempre iba-iba tayo, no? Meron sa school setting, may work setting, may family setting, may relationship setting. In my case, the most that's affected would be my social life. I would say I'm an introvert. So my ADHD, especially the inattentive type, pushes me to, to seclude myself, na lumayo na lang sa mga tao. So in short, that also affects how I deal with people. I'm also very reactive, very sensitive, no? When we talk to people, that's why I also shy away from interaction most of the time. So yun yung isa sa mga manifestations when you have the inattentive type. And my hyperactivity type naman, my manifestations would be more on sobrang madaldal. I mean, I'm using it as an advantage na lang, no? Say for instance, I'm able to talk to you guys without a script, although I have a guide, no? I'm able to talk to you guys dahil sa kadaldalan ko. So that's actually a sign of hyperactivity. What else? I think I'm very spontaneous. I'm very energetic, especially during the time na yung iba pagod na ako, hindi pa. I also have that battery, I don't need coffee minsan. It's the natural high for me. That's the hyperactivity type, no? Now the combination, definitely the combination type would be the combination of inattentive and hyperactive type. The inattentive type then is yung parang madalas mag-daydream, nakatulala yung sinasabi nila, or lazy. That's also a manifestation or a symptom na sinasabi nila ng may inattentive type of ADHD. So yun, again, there are 3 types: hyperactive, or the inattentive type, the hyperactive type, and the combination type. So as you learn more about the disorder, you also learn about yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses. On my end, since like I mentioned, it's a late diagnosis for me, so it's more on parang going back, assessing na kaya pala ako ganito, or kaya ganito pa lang. So it's really self-learning, a self-discovery for me. And it's been helping. I would say that people would be noticing differences din sa akin because of this discovery or diagnosis that happened to me. So about last year, just a few days before my birthday, I got my advanced birthday gift, no? I got diagnosed with ADHD. The reason why I sought help for the disorder, it's because yung mga symptoms, I have been experiencing symptoms na sobrang, it's getting out of my hand. Siguro it's more than a reaction of myself sa mga bagay-bagay na nangyayari sa akin during that time. So, during that time, I think parang there were events that led to me experiencing such reaction, no? Medyo depressive. At times, may mga suicide ideations. There were also times na I thought that I was okay, but hindi pala. So, the coping mechanisms that I knew then that were working for me then, hindi na siya naglalatch, hindi na siya kumakagat, no? So parang it was, I'm okay, and then biglang bababa. I thought I was okay, then biglang bababa. So it triggered me to really sought help, and it was also a timing na rin, no? Because I was getting involved with a business, no, of mental health, wherein I started also facilitating and setting coaching, mentoring people about their mental health. So that also pushed me to seek professional help. So after that day that I got my diagnosis, no, parang syempre nung una parang sa akin it's a great relief, no. It's a validation na finally the suspicion that I have this specific disorder, this ADHD, is tama dun sa hinala ko, no? So that's very liberating, that's very validating. Pangalawa, alam mo yun, yung may panghihinayang na siguro if I were diagnosed earlier, sana mas maraming nangyari na maganda sa buhay ko. Mas less yung feel or yung impact nito sa buhay ko in terms of my family, my professional career, no? So yun, syempre may mga pagsisisi, may mga panghihinayang, but definitely nandun yung validation and liberation. So I think as with any situation, ganun yata talaga na experience natin. It's a mixed bag, no, I would say. Happy and sad, but I guess at the end of the day, it provided me that much validation and needed reasoning kung bakit ako ganito or why I'm saying stuff like that. Probably I can talk more about that, no, in the coming episodes, but those are the things na experience ko of my because of my late diagnosis, no? So from that moment until now, there has been a lot of changes with my life. Hindi pa lahat alam na meron ako ADHD, not even in my family. Probably right now, malalaman nila after they watch this video. But yeah, a few people know about my diagnosis, my condition. A few people at work, a few people, siguro a few family members, a few friends, a few people at work, no? And I think during that time when I talked to them about my diagnosis, there's fear first, na there's the judgment, and of course the stigma, no? I've got several reactions from people. Merong mga supportive, merong mga marites na talaga ba or may hindi naniniwala. I think ganun talaga, no? Meron ding mga nagtanong, nag-inquire, no? There's also the concern na do you really need this, do you really need that, and they would like to know more about the condition, and they would like to really understand and help you, which is very reassuring na maganda na na-receive natin sa paligid natin, no? But of course, there were also mga judgments na parang di naman totoo yan. Meron din na magdasal ka na lang, so baka kulang ako sa dasal. Probably yes, there's also truth to that. But yeah, I'm not even working in the corporate world anymore. So I know for a fact that, you know, revealing it to the world and revealing it to probably your future employers would be affecting also your chance of getting a job. I think I'm not experiencing that now because I'm kind of an entrepreneur and having my own business. But definitely there are people also who are getting the scare na, alam mo yun, if they reveal that they have ADHD, it might affect their chance at work, no? Which is the reality rin naman. So yun, isa pa pala sa mga what I liked about having ADHD is the benefits. PWD ID, no? So I flaunt it, no? I get perks, which is sorry for that. Baka magsabi na yung only after that. But at least, no, it also helps, especially with the medication and the discounts, no? It really helps, no? That's 20%. And also I get sa mga transport services, I also get discounts. So I'm really happy that I really applied for that. So yeah, the journey for me, it's reassuring, it's rewarding as well, and more than anything, it's, you know, embracing myself beyond the possible stigma and backlash that I'll be getting from people. So for the past year as well, no, isa sa mga naging issues ko is trying to explain whether my behavior or my attitude or my reaction toward things is my ADHD or is it me, di ba? during the first few months, I would say it's difficult. I always blame my ADHD. I'm like this because of my ADHD. I'm a failure because of my ADHD. I'm a D-bag because of my ADHD. But eventually, you get tired of trying to delineate what is ADHD and what is not. What I learned and what worked for me is accepting it, no? Accepting that I am my ADHD and I have ADHD. Whatever flaws and strengths that I have because of my ADHD or because of not having ADHD or because of my behavior, my personality, that's me, no? Everything is me. And after that, no, parang that's the true value of, accepting yourself, no, na you become more confident, become more comfortable with your skin, with yourself, that you're able to talk to people more. Isa sa mga, I think, problema ko before my diagnosis is, I'm finding it difficult to talk to people, no? Especially interpersonal. When I talk about sharing my ideas, sa akin at the back of my mind, aside from, telling people what to say, thinking of what to say, nandun din yung parang I have to do this, I have to do that, na kailangan perfect, kailangan ganyan. So may judgment na nangyayari internally, no? And then eventually, hindi ko nasasabi kung ano yung gusto kong sabihin. But because of, embracing the fact na I'm more confident now, I really don't, not that I don't really care about what people say, but it's just that I'm very more accepting of the judgment of people or how I judge myself as well. Mas madali kong na i-communicate kung ano yung gusto kong sabihin. Although my ADHD brain or the ADHD part of me is very sarcastic and very straightforward, so I really need to learn to caution down, not to caution, especially when I try to be as straightforward as possible. So yun, it's a learning experience, and for me, I'm a work in progress, especially when dealing with people, that I have to taper it down minsan. Kasi not everyone would understand, no, na bakit ako ganun magsalita. Very sharp, very edgy, di ba, in terms of the jokes, and very sharp tongue. Not everyone will understand that I have ADHD. At least the people close to me know me because of my ADHD and without my ADHD. So yun yung mga bagay na natuwa ako, no, na na-experience ko because of my ADHD journey. Now, not everyone is experiencing that, no. Like I mentioned, I am a part of a community, no. I've reached out and to people experiencing the same, and not everyone has a supportive network. Not everyone has friends to talk to about their diagnosis. So unfortunately, ganun talaga, no. Iba-iba yung situations natin, iba-iba rin yung predicaments natin, iba-iba rin yung ating mga pamumuhay. So the best we can do is really learn more about the disorder and also learn about ourselves, no. When I got diagnosed, another reason also for me to think about is, ano ba yung reason ko kung ba't ako nagpa-diagnose? What's gonna happen next, no? After ko ma-diagnose. Ganun lang ba yun? So after ko mag-diagnose, so what? So part of me definitely thought about the reason why I sought for help is because I needed help, and I needed some guidance or support in terms of managing my symptoms. So after coping, what's next, no? So you have to live with it, you have to adapt, no? You have to make with what you have. And part of that is, belonging to a community, reaching out to people. And alam naman natin dito sa Pilipinas, no? Healthcare is expensive, especially number of sessions, like regular sessions with the psychiatrist or psychologist, is mahal. And of course, the medication is more expensive, no? And of course, meron din silang mga advice na you have to maintain a certain level of lifestyle. Say for instance, you have to exercise, you have to focus on your food, etc., etc. And unfortunately, not everyone also can have or has access to healthcare or to finances, no? So importante rin na if right now, if you're unable to help or to seek help, at least professional help or medical help, at least do something, no, to help you with managing or coping. And hopefully, isa ito sa mga sources nyo to really understand about ADHD. So it's not just about embracing authenticity, but also, you know, creating that safe space for everyone to join and be connected. So isa yon hopefully sa mga goals ko, no, na ma-create dito sa pag-create ng channel na to. So I think that's about it for my initial episode. I think that's been a lot. I've been unscripted and I'm not following the script anymore. But in conclusion, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in and staying and hearing about my story. With whichever part of journey you are, no, whether you've been diagnosed for quite some time, or you're trying to, you know, nasa first year pa lang kayo ng diagnosis nyo, or trying to get a diagnosis, or suspecting yourself of having ADHD, or if you're a family member supporting someone who has ADHD, or wala lang, gusto mo lang malaman kung ano yung ADHD, then I hope that I will be able to provide you those information. Alam ko, initial episode pa lang, but follow and subscribe, no, para mas may ma-share pa ako about ADHD. Also, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, just comment down below. Sabi nga niya, the typical, follow the notification bell, hit that subscribe channel. So I hope that you will be able to join me as create more episodes as we talk more about ADHD. So for now, maraming salamat. So I'm Aris, and thank you for tuning in.